On this episode of Hot Rod Garage, we might not have a shop, but we got lease money.
Lease money, right here.
Now we got dins. Welcome back to Hot Rod Garage. I'm Alex Taylor, and this is Lucky Costa.
Hello. Is this Hot Rod Garage?
Well, look, okay, if you guys remember last season, we may have lost the shop.
We are technically garage challenged.
We're very garage challenged. However, according to that wall, we're currently at Motor Trend Studio. So I think we're kind of home for now.
Technically, but tech tip, somebody invites you to go to the racetrack for the day and hang out, lock your doors before you go.
They're trying to kick you out.
Yeah, we came back, there's nothing.
Anyways, we may not have a shop currently, but we got a new season.
Yes, we do. Season 12.
You guys have us for at least 13 more episodes.
13?
Yeah.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. And with that said, all that budget had to go somewhere.
They didn't have to pay the rent.
Nope. And something we're not skipping on is starting the season off with a brand new project that's going to be a really awesome car to work on, a 72 Nova.
Ooh, you know what Nova means in Spanish?
It might mean no-go.
Technically, that's an excellent description of this vehicle.
I think that's perfect for now. There's a lot of stuff that's not certain around here, but one thing is for certain, and that's that we want a car that is very capable on the street and very capable to the venue that we're gonna take it to, which is most likely gonna be a drag strip. We want a streetable race car. We have Bone Marrow that we have said for a long time is a streetable race car.
Yeah, it was at one point.
And we actually kind of use that as an excuse to an extent sometimes when we're at the track and it may not perform to how it should. And we say, well, it's a streetable race car. But we want something that's very capable at being a nice, comfortable cruiser on the street that we can go grab a boba in just for fun.
Wow.
And we also want something that when we take it to the track, it might just surprise some people along the way.
So cup holders for sure.
Absolutely.
I think we have everything we need.
It has some good parts on it, but it is missing a few pieces. Maybe a transmission. It is missing a transmission.
So small stuff like a transmission.
Yeah, fuel delivery and ignition.
You know, there's no exhaust either.
Okay.
Okay.
So that gives us something to do this week. We are missing some parts, but that's fine. Other than that, it's got good interior, it's got good body. There's some good suspension parts under the rear.
So in the spirit of drag week,
Yeah.
we have no 220, no air, no compressor, a bunch of hand tools.
Yeah.
We building it here?
Yeah, so we have our track toolkit, not a whole lot more, but all we need
everything's in storage somewhere.
Yeah, and I mean, this isn't something that's gonna be done by Friday. We just want it to run and drive. We want it to not be a Nova by the end of the week.
What do you want it to be by the end of the week?
You're thinking it, but I'll say it for you.
Gova.
There we go.
That's the word. All right, let's get going.
So we have a little bit of a mystery engine here. However, we've been told that it has some really nice stuff.
Right, it does have good stuff on the outside.
Allegedly, it's a 350 small block Chevy that was built by Scat. I've never heard of this, but the guy that we got it from said that they were really good friends with the people over at Scat. They actually built it for them.
Right.
So maybe if that's true, that's actually good.
It could be one of those, maybe like an R&D motor that they built over there, or I know a guy who works at Scat, so technically it's Scat built.
Yeah, so we don't really know if that part's true, but we were told that it has Scat rotating assembly, forged bottom end, 350, AFR heads. So there's some good stuff here.
Yeah, I don't question it at all. I see high pressure power steering hoses. It has a vacuum diaphragm, as if the cam is too big, it prevents it from making vacuum, so a vacuum diaphragm allows the power brakes to work. In some cases, other cases, you need an air pump. Lots of good stuff.
And really, it's clean under here.
What size is that carburetor?
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay, all right. It is a double donut.
Double donut.
It is a dual plane.
We don't actually intend on this being our forever engine. However, hopefully it really is a nice enough engine that maybe it can go in another project at a later date. Ooh.
Is that 1.5s?
So still stud mount rockers.
I don't know. I've not seen anything questionable here. It all looks very cool. I'm liking it.
And those are new lines. Awesome.
They do look like they've been swapped out, or potentially, I would say fuel injection, but it's just got a clamp on it. So yeah, it was probably for sure carbureted. It does have good lines on it.
Yeah.
I feel good about this.
You know what? I have to say, I am very impressed by the interior. It's almost complete.
This is actually one of the fanciest cars we have.
I have to say, I thought at first that something was wrong because I don't smell anything. There's no mold, there's no mice, there's nothing dirty. There's every panel. It's very not normal. Well, you know, every part that's not on here, minus the transmission, looks like it's back here.
Right.
So, headers.
Those are actually nice headers, too.
We got a distributor here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We need to get this thing on the lift and find out more stuff.
Okay, so like you said, put it up in the air, check it out. I'm surprised we didn't get any kind of nasty surprise back here.
It actually doesn't smell. Something's weird. No part of this car has smelled like any of the other cars we've owned.
Hey, maybe not having a shop's working out for our best interest.
Correct.
No shop, nice car?
Exactly.
Deal.
So it looks like somebody bought a whole bunch of really high-end parts, good stuff.
Yeah.
Caltracs, we love those. And just started throwing it at their car, and at some point just decided, I'm done. I mean, these subframe connectors look like they were installed, but don't show any signs of wear.
It doesn't look like a rust bucket, though.
No,
like
it looks
got nice
super clean.
Floors. There's we can see it's got a new gas tank in it. It looks like new lines have all been ran. So it looks like we have a 10-bolt rear end, but we don't know what's inside it.
There's an extra rear brake caliper in the trunk, which means that maybe there's a problem with one of the calipers, so.
It does look freshly rebuilt on the rear brakes.
Trans-cooler lines, I thought it was something else. Trans-cooler lines are zip tied to the steering link.
We have a slight oil leak going on somewhere.
That's more seepage than anything.
You think it's just seepage?
I think it's been there for a while, and they just put the starter motor back on the clean motor.
But there's a whole lot right here and right here and right there. I think it's worth checking.
You know what? I like it. I like the fact that the important parts have been coated in oil ahead of time.
So,
we
yeah.
can scrape that off and clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It has all the good stuff. This is the definition of good bones.
It really is. I think we have a project on our hands that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, I can't wait. Let's get this thing down. Then we'll prop up the motor.
Yeah.
Should we try to put the transmission in right now?
Might as well.
I think we should. Let's just bolt the transmission up for right now, confirm that the bolt pattern is correct, and put it across. Remember, I think we have all this stuff, right?
We should.
Okay, let's do it.
We have a plan.
We're working.
We got a plan.
We're
Let's get
working,
to work.
people. Okay, so we have some used parts floating around. Somebody came up with a torque converter that says 2500 stall on it. You can't really determine what the flash point's going to be. Down. Unless you have a cam spec. But, so here's the deal. We're test fitting the mystery torque converter onto the flex plate. Do any of the holes line up?
Yes, they do.
Nice. Keep your hand on that plug, otherwise you get a new hairdo.
That's fun.
So before putting the torque converter on the transmission, we made sure it fits the flex plate, at which point now we will put it on the transmission and put the whole thing in. It's no fun doing it the other way. Actually, it's still fun.
Half the mystery solved. It fits.
We're halfway. It fits this half.
Does it work?
Let's see if it fits on the other one.
Next question.
Yeah. Oh, can I get that?
You can have
Carry
it.
this over here.
That can be your little guy.
See you over there.
Bye-bye.
One, two, three. All right. Ready to put this in?
Hitting a bunch of wires, but it's gonna go. There you go. All right. There you go, buddy.
Holy schmoly. Okay, so let the transmission jack down. It looks like everything's staying in place. I'm very happy with it. I think we're done with you, Jackie Stand. On to the next. Okay, Alex, so the list of stuff to do to the car was the transmission, seems pretty important.
Correct.
Carburetor seems pretty important, but that's pretty straightforward.
Absolutely.
And the exhaust was a surprise.
Well, the exhaust is always a surprise.
Yeah,
on
and
cars.
we're limited to the type of work we can do. We can't really weld or anything. It's a storage facility. It's in the lease. Store cars only. I think we're kind of already in violation as it is.
Yeah.
So if we catch anything on fire, that's probably bad news.
Right.
So for that reason, You guys reached out to Holly, right?
Yeah, who makes headers that go with a Summit exhaust bolt-on kit.
Cool.
We know how bolt-on usually goes, and that usually means a little bit of pain later, and it'll probably fit, kinda.
Boom! Shaka alaka. One bolt in the
Rear.
and then we'll do a little notching on the gasket and drop it right in when we get to that point. But for now, look at that. Clearance around the header. It looks, oh yeah, look at that. Just a little air gap right there. It's perfect.
Would you look at that?
Just a bit outside, Bob Euchre. Okay, I'm feeling confident about this. It looks like a lot of room. I just took out one motor mount bolt, and I could technically put that in without scratching the headers one iota. I'm gonna go ahead and scratch the headers, but I could have done it without scratching it. And they're in. And they're in.
There we go.
Then it turns it back out.
There we go.
No, I think that's good. Okay, so we've made a couple of field trip projects. It's going to be cut the prefab flanges if this had standard collectors end off of the somewhat universal but almost perfectly fitting exhaust system from Summit.
Correct.
And use the adapters from Hooker.
Yes.
And weld them to the Summit thing.
To adapt to the Hooker headers.
The Hooker headers.
But the only thing is we are currently missing some clamps.
And some 220 and a welder.
Yeah, so.
I probably have some clamps at my shop.
Okay.
I got some hangers too.
We're leaving, with that said.
Right.
Bye-bye.
We're gonna get in these streets. We're at Lucky's is on loan.
Lucky's on loan.
Yeah,
I
so
like that.
I was gonna be here on the show all week, so I told some friends that they had a little side job, they could do it over in this unit.
Yeah.
So let's see how much trouble we can get
We're
into
gonna see if
right
we can re-invade.
Maybe. Oh, we have to cut a couple of pipes and weld something on.
I think you know where everything is in here.
Okay, I just didn't want to.
Help yourself, Lucky.
Is it cool?
So we had to leave our parking lot, garage, mall, whatever we're calling our workspace because we don't have tools and we can't weld, cut, and do things. So we came over to Lucky's unit on loan, which is currently loaned out to the Roadkill guys. And we asked to reborrow the tools that Lucky just loaned out. So we got our stuff welded up. We're gonna go back to our garage and put our parts on. And we'll be one step closer to actually getting the Nova running.
So I believe we have most of the heavy lifting done. Am I wrong?
No, we got most of it done.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is go through, check things. These cowl tracks, even though they look like they're installed properly, the nuts were actually never tightened on for the bars, and a preload was never set, so we're gonna go through, check stuff like that, make sure it's all set and good to go. And while we're under here, we wanna go ahead and pull the rear differential cover and see what we have inside. And I mean, I'm mentally adding stuff to the to-do list of upcoming project on this.
Keep that to yourself.
Yeah, it's a secret.
I'm mentally subtracting stuff.
Keep that to yourself. Okay. All right, with that said, I'm done for now. We're waiting on parts.
You're done?
I'm done.
All right, I'm out.
Bye.
See ya.
So it seems like we're doing extra work for no reason. Why would we take this cover off and check what's in it? Well, a couple of reasons. One, we don't actually know that it's got fluid in it. So bare minimum, I need to check and make sure it has fluid. It's not something brand new that project never got fluid. Two, want to see what's inside of it. As we get ready to progress with this car, we probably won't keep this rear end because we're going to be wanting to add power, but in the meantime, we will. And as we start that project and that progress, we want to make sure that this part isn't going to be our weak link. So we're going to do a little bit of investigating, just making sure what we got and kind of figuring the car out. The car's still new to us, and we want to make sure it, one, survives, and two, is right. Because that's what we're trying to do with this car, right from the start.
And look, that oil is
I
brand
think
new.
it was rebuilt because it's fresh oil.
Right.
Well, it's ran a little. You can see a little bit of metal in there.
It looks like a little cafe latte.
Okay.
Spin it around, see what's in there.
But you can see on the gear that they just set it up recently. You can see the grease on it.
Oh yeah, I see that. The
Where-
pitch and pattern right there.
Yeah.
So it's a new ring gear. Now's a great time to figure out what gear ratio it is.
Yeah.
So,
You gonna put a mark on it?
well, no, just read the gear.
I don't know if I can see it.
It's usually written on the outside part of the ring.
Right there. No, that's not. That's just a serial number. Keep going.
Is there a part number?
No.
This could be the budget stuff. Okay, so we searched the ring gear and all we found was more clues, but no answers.
Clues but no answers, so we decided we would go ahead and spin the tire, count the rotation of the drive shaft to to figure out our gear ratio.
We're gonna spin that thing.
So anyways, long story short, we have a 350 rear gear, which is great for the street, not so much for what we want to do at the track, but it is good enough to get us to the track. And thankfully, the rear end actually looks fresh and new. It's been recently set up. You can still see the die on the ring gear, and it will get us by.
Speaking of track, have you tried the chili dogs there?
No.
They're amazing.
Noted. Anyways, this is something that we're going to add to our upgrade list at a later point in time. Will it probably end up getting swapped out completely? I'm voting for that. Maybe to a 9-inch, because we're going to be making more power, hint, hint. But this is good for what we're doing.
Okay, so walked around, did a little peeking in there, saw a bunch of loose nuts, bolts, and hardware on the cow track. We've tightened all that stuff up. Alex has given the differential some attention that was desperately needed. We now know what the gear is. Let's get these wheels back on and move forward. All right, so we had taken the spark plugs out the other day when we were doing the headers, and that is beneficial to us working on it right now. Now I'm gonna drop the distributor in. I generally just point the rotor towards the #1 cylinder. That is generally where the #1 spark plug wire goes. I think that's it. Here we go. Boom.
So the cam and the motor, it still remains a mystery motor, but we went with a carb that's pretty universally sought after. It's a Lucky 9000. Sometimes they work well, sometimes they hurt your feelings.
I also do not see a fuel bar,
We have that.
a log. We have a log?
We have that.
All right, and a throttle linkage bracket.
Don't know if we have that.
Okay, moving forward.
I'll get parts.
Carbs on. Okay, so Alex had a good point. A lot of things pointed to this vehicle having fuel injection at some point. The pump is inside the tank, which generally means it's going to be, 60 pounds or something or more. You can regulate that down, but it's not looking like they did. We have a return line, AN fitting out the back, which is all telltale of potentially being fuel injected at some point. So we're going to hook all this up. We're going to turn the key on or power up that pump. If it zips straight up to 40 or 50, we'll be swapping out this regulator or figuring out a way to turn it down to, this is a mechanical regulator. I don't think there's a spring in there. We could probably turn it all the way down to 0. So we'll just be cautious of the fuel pressure as to not damage the carburetor. So I'm putting a bolt in this hose and I'm going to tap the fuel pump and hopefully it doesn't spray gas all over my face, but I'm going to try and look at the gauge here and see if it maybe stays really low for a carburetor, but if it goes up too high, anything above 10 is too high for a carburetor. No, straight to 60, so it is fuel injected on the regulator. So
we know, we can put a case closed that it was probably most likely a Terminator on here.
Right, and then we want it to be lower.
Much more low.
All right, so that is down pretty far. I don't necessarily know that it's down far enough because we only want 6 pounds or so onto a carburetor.
Right.
So. Oh wait, that went straight to 100.
Wait, cranking it down would add pressure.
Good point.
I was wondering, but then I thought that I didn't. Now, that one may not go low enough. We may have to get another regulator.
Maybe. Yeah, so that's up all the way. That's doing nothing. So this should actually, if that is correct, this should bypass directly back into the tank as soon as I apply voltage. Oh, it's circulating right back into the tank, but it says it's like 20 pounds. It's not leaking well, it's not leaking a lot.
So I think we need a new regulator.
Yeah, we need another regulator. Do we have anything here?
We have nothing. Welcome back to Waiting on Parts.
So you think 100 PSI is too much?
You know, maybe just a little.
What's that carburetor rated at?
Not that. But we do have a little bit of an interesting situation because we have an fuel injection pump, so it's making a lot of pressure.
Right.
And then we need a regulator that also returns, but we need it to regulate down to low pressure.
Like nothing.
Yeah. So there's one thing that we can actually do today because we actually have a couple tools. We're gonna go ahead and get the regulator mounted up. Regulators mount up. Yep. So we have a wide selection of select the hole on the firewall right here where this is supposed to mount. None of them work except for these two, and I'm getting ready to mount this crooked, and it's gonna drive me nuts, but this is not gonna stay. It's very temporary, so rather than add another set of holes, we're just gonna live with it. That's me twitching from my anxiety this is giving me.
Okay, so Alex has the regulator all installed. The hose clamps, not something you often get to say when you're installing a fuel system.
With a crooked regulator.
Yeah, and the hose clamps are actually heater hose clamps, totally the wrong size.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna stab some voltage into that wire, and it will either spray gas, catch on fire, or work perfectly. Any leaking?
No.
Is it on fire?
No.
Working perfectly then.
Sweet.
Let's check. Man, should we give it a kick?
Give it a kick.
All right. Okay, so we have amazing oil pressure. We have 15 volts at least, fuel pumps running. And what happened?
I don't know. What'd you do?
What'd you do, Alex?
I didn't do it.
All right. Super.
All right, so startup went pretty good as far as we know the motor is running and happy. Yeah, we finally have heat in the shop.
Man,
First time.
supposed to bring our own heater.
We had to bring our own heater. But it started up, ran well. The only thing is we need to keep it running, but there's stuff that was just kind of done for a startup. So we got to do a little bit of wiring, including fuel pump, and get the coil wire actually hooked up. And then we need to go hunt some wheels and tires. We also need to set timing, but we need to find some wheels and tires.
We're going hunting.
He's not listening.
We hunting?
He's not listening. Basically, the wheels and tires in the back are rubbing. We want to get to the sunshine. Lucky's tired of me talking, so we're going to finish up here. Then we're going to the shop and going to find wheels. He won't remember it happened in like 15 seconds from now.
Okay. I'm sorry, what?
He already forgot,
All right,
see?
So clearly, there's more than enough room in there for some other tire, but not that one.
Stuck. Not enough room.
All right, the rim back spacing, offset, and everything looks fine.
Yep.
The tire, there's just too much tire on that rim.
We just need a new set of wheels and tires that we can borrow for a minute. What a nice stroll through the cold, dark.
It is rather brisk.
Yeah. Okay.
These are, nah, it's a little low profile-y.
That's not the one.
Not gonna fly.
No.
A little poopa car. This is your car.
I missed this car. It was my rental when I was out here.
Unfortunately,
Not gonna work.
wait, Wing Boy was here?
Yeah.
That explains that.
And Batman. Okay. Oh, look.
This car is really fast, I'm gonna say right now. The
The
Typhoon
Typhoon?
is amazing.
Foon you later.
This is 5-on-5. This is truck bolt pattern.
Yeah, we're not gonna be
Won't fly.
appropriating that.
Ford NASCARlo wide 5. You see those hubs?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Pretty sure though, if we touch anything on this side, we'll probably get in trouble.
Yeah, we'll hear about that. That
Yeah.
will be an email, all caps.
I see a candidate.
This for sure won't fit.
Yet, okay.
We'll be in the same boat.
Yeah,
All right.
but look at those fronts.
We just made this thing nice. Do we want to start taking it apart?
Here, listen, hear me out. We're going to keep this. It's gonna stay together. However, we're gonna borrow those wheels and tires, then get new wheels and tires for that one. As we go faster, we're gonna mini tub it, and then we can put a radio under it. So
I was
let's just take these.
fully hoping we could still borrow stuff from somebody else.
Well, I think we'll get an email about that.
So we're borrowing from ourselves.
All right, that's torque to spec, as in 3 Ugga Duggas. Drop the car, check the front lug nuts, make sure they're all tight, and it's finally time to hit the road. It's also the first time this week that it's been sunny in California, so impeccable timing.
Okay, so far we've made it hundreds of feet.
We have made 100
We have
feet.
gone hundreds of feet with no problems whatsoever.
Hey, it could be worse. We have done worse with, well, maybe not better.
With less.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a peculiar smell and a little bit of smoke. And
Yeah.
we just spent a couple minutes trying to figure out what it was. And we've agreed it's something we don't smell often. It's a brand new clean exhaust system
Yeah.
that's not cobbled together with a bunch of scrap from all over the place.
It almost smells a little bit like jalapeno peppers.
It does. It does. Oh, you know what? I did notice on the transmission there's a vacuum shift modulator.
Okay.
And it is not hooked to anything.
That could be part of our problem.
Yeah, it will force itself to shift eventually, but it just makes us drive around all aggressive.
Okay.
So yeah, note to self.
I'll put that on the list.
Okay, put that on the list.
So part of what we're doing right now is trying to figure out what the car needs, because we're going to be taking it to the track to give it a shakedown pass and get an ET on what our brand new car will do.
Hold on, I'm doing it. A lot of oil.
It's spraying everywhere.
Where is that?
I can't. It's up front. I'm gonna move my head because you will point my head off the window really hard.
I would never do that,
He has done that.
as far as you know.
As far as you guys know.
All right. From drive, lift up to safety, and go directly
All
to the
way to
park.
park. Very nice. It is spraying oil.
Is it oil?
We have a massive leak.
On small block Chevrolets, well, we do a lot of LS stuff, but on a conventional small block Chevrolet, it has a mechanical fuel pump mounted on the side of the block, at which point there is a fuel pump drive shaft that rides off the camshaft, and they have a little bolt in the front that you can push that shaft up, and you tighten the bolt, holds it in place, install the pump, remove the bolt, and put in a shorter bolt that does not interfere with the shaft, but
Correct.
allows it to not leak oil.
That bolt, however, is missing, and it is not right here.
This is totally something you should actually expect when you buy a car that a bunch of other people have been working on. This car was sitting around. Somebody needed that bolt. I hope it worked out for you.
I mean, we steal stuff all the time. We did it all week.
Yeah.
So, lucky for us, we actually came to the hardware store to get a bolt for our air cleaner up
Right.
top so we can put that on. And we're going to pick up one more, which is going to go right there. And we are solving problems already.
Have we got the budget for this?
I don't know. It's kind of expensive.
Okay, which way you want to go, west or east?
What are my options with each?
West, I'm familiar with. East, I am not.
That's fun.
We'll figure it out. We're not getting anywhere near full throttle. Fuck. Primaries only.
I'll put that down.
Okay, just throttle linkage.
And then the back of the T, we need to put a T on the back of the manifold so we can do
Correct.
reference there.
Add a manifold vacuum T.
Should we stop at
Or-
a parts store?
We could. It really depends on whether or not there's a burnout right now.
That's the dictating factor.
That's the. Yeah, we need vacuum.
We need vacuum.
Yeah, we need vacuum.
I mean, overall, it's a pretty comfy cruiser.
You know what? This is a nice little driver.
It
The
is.
ride is firm,
Yeah.
not rough, not overbearing.
No, it's a good cruiser. And like, if it was shifting properly, it'd be like a really. pretty smooth ride.
Yeah. So technically, the test drive was an absolute success.
The car overall handled really well.
We made a little party list.
Correct. We made a party list, which includes checking the throttle linkage.
We need full throttle. We have about 1/4 throttle.
We need to hook up the vacuum modulator on the on the transmission.
It'd be nice if it shifted just under red line.
Yeah, we had to just and then we get a shift. And then we actually have a hood to put on this. We're gonna slap
I'm not covering this up.
We are. We have a hood we're gonna put on, hood's going on, and then we will be ready to hit the road and drive to Irwindale. Okay?
Well, I guess for aerodynamic purposes, it will be allowed.
Okay, deal.
Okay, so that's a wrap on the day, on the week, actually.
On the week, on the first version of this car, actually.
Right. Step 1.
Yeah, so as we go through this, we have 2 goals. Remember the goals?
To not get caught, but for sure have fun. Oh, no, those are my personal goals.
Yeah, no, definitely not the goals. The goals are to drive on the street really well and to be a really good race car.
Right, and every upgrade that we do will actually be an upgrade. Everything that we fix, change from now on will be a step up.
Yep. So for now, we're going to put our small block Chevy with our loaner turbo 400 to the test, take it to the streets, drive it to the track, and get a baseline on what our 8th mile time looks like.
I'm down with that.
You ready to hit the road?
Yeah.
Road
Are
trip?
you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, road trip. All right, it is finally time to take our new 72 Nova project out on its very first excursion.
We actually made it.
To where?
Today.
Today.
We made it all the way to today. We did a transmission, we did ignition system, full exhaust system, front to back.
Yeah.
Cooling system, I think we just fixed it up a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't do too much there.
It had fuel injection, we never saw that.
No.
We put a carburetor on it. It runs pretty decent.
Yeah, so we got to take it out for a little bit of a test cruise. It did good.
Yeah.
We did some minor repairs and fixes along the way, stopped at a bunch of shops as we hunted down a couple parts. But if you guys remember, we were working in our temporary shop location as we wait to move into our new home.
And it was so warm and comfortable in there and super cozy.
None of that's true. However, we were also hindered by the fact that we didn't have a welder, we couldn't cut, so we had a lot of bolt-on stuff, but luckily we had a good set of bones here, which made that possible.
Absolutely. And the stuff that we weren't able to weld, you may be seeing it in just a little while.
This project has a long life ahead of it. We want to make it a really awesome, streetable race car. And today we're going to put both of those pieces to the test because we're going to drive our car to the drag strip. Is it super fast yet? No. Is it super streetable? We're gonna see. Seems semi-streetable.
Tell you in 15 minutes.
All right, so ready,
I'm ready.
set,
Are you ready?
set,
2
go.
times. We gone. Okay, so we are on our way to Irwindale Raceway. You know where it is?
In Irwindale.
Beautiful, Irwindale, California.
Yeah.
And what is it, Thursday Thunder or Thunder Thursday or something?
Something like that, yeah. We're going to an actual test and tune or Thursday night drags, whatever you want to call it. And this one should pass tech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I've actually never had a car pass tech there.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
just saying.
Okay. We barely had bone marrow pass tech there.
Yeah, my first time down that track was at Howard Tour West.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You were there.
Yeah. I did not go down it.
So we're just gonna get a baseline on it this time, right?
Yeah, all we're doing is getting a baseline because honestly, pull over. Pull over, pull over.
Sounds like a spark plug.
Something's wrong.
Spark plug came out.
Okay, guys, I said we were getting a baseline. We're getting more than that right now. So it sounds like something knocking, or like literally an exhaust fell off.
That's not good.
No, it's bad. It's almost like we're not seeing anything on the top, so it's almost like the knock we're hearing is deep inside and internal.
I'm gonna start it up right now.
And I'll listen.
All right.
That's not good. That is not good.
Is it through the carburetor?
Well, I was scared to get too close because yes, it's like, you want to listen? I'll
Yeah,
start
start up. So what is happening there is the compression is occurring while it's in the intake stroke. So timing chain shifted, broke, came apart, or we broke a valve, a seat, something like that, because compression is coming back to the carburetor.
You want to pull a valve cover just to see if we see anything? Let's just do it. It's form.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to pull out the valve covers and see if maybe a rocker arm popped off or a push rod bent. Oh, back rocker.
Found it.
Found it. Stud broke.
Oh yeah, it broke.
Yeah.
Okay. If we could get a stud, I think we could get the rocker back on.
Yeah.
It's the push rod's not hurt.
Yeah.
All right, so the thought right now, so you can see, the stud literally just like sheared off. Is there an underlying cause or culprit? Possibly. Maybe that stud was bad. You know, you get bad parts. Everything else appears to be okay. So we're gonna get out from in front of the car where traffic is coming behind the car and start making some calls and see if we can get a stud and see if we can get back on the road.
This thing's super hot. You want a tattoo?
I already did. I already did.
So, busted, side of the road. Metro Freeway Service Patrol rolls up. He can hook up a car pretty quick. Now let's go see if we can find some snacks. Backing it into the shade for us.
Nice guys.
Very considerate tow truck driver. So, Marking the parts guy is out hunting down parts from a local auto repair shop, right?
And in the spirit of doing drag week things, we're gonna fix it on the side of the road, get back on the road, and hit the track.
Fix it on the next exit, too.
I had him get a couple extra studs.
And some more snacks.
That too.
All right. Okay, rocker replaced.
Yes, it has been.
Stud's been replaced.
Yes.
But I'm still here.
I was gonna say, but I knew that's where you were going. I was trying to
Valve
catch
cover's
it.
back
yeah.
on, coil plug back in. I think a couple of zip ties in the fan shroud, and we are Irwindale drag strip ready.
Yeah, I mean, as fun as this has been, the drag strip will be a lot more fun.
And clearly we're out of donuts. We might as well just move on. What you want, man? Dude, we gotta go. Alex, tell this guy to get out of here. We gotta go. We gotta get in the wind.
Shoot fly.
We're out of here.
Bye.
We made it all the way to Irwindale in beautiful Irwindale, California.
Yes, we did. With our brand new 72 Nova that we took on its first cruise, and now it's at its first track day with us, but it wasn't without a little bit of trouble along the way.
Absolutely. The first cruise left us with our first bruise.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did, actually. So we are finally at the track, ready to put a baseline on this car.
Absolutely. And we are here specifically for chili dogs
No,
and
we're
6-second passes.
not. No. A little
All right, none of
ambitious.
that's gonna happen.
Little ambitious. However, we are planning to build this car out over its life here at HRG.
Right.
And we want it to be a fast car at some point.
Sure, and we want this motor to survive.
Yes, however, this motor won't stay forever, but it's a baseline for now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good plantation for something else.
Yes, on the way here, we did hear quite a bit of pinging, so we
Sure.
messed with timing a little.
There was some drum roll going on, but I think we're running some mystery fuel. We're not very certain about what's in that motor. It could be high compression.
Yep.
Could be.
So we're going to get a little bit of higher octane race fuel from the track, put it in there, check timing, go to tech, and then make a pass. We'll get you a snack somewhere in between.
Make a pass. This is gonna be good. Don't go anywhere. Alex pulled a Nova up right now. She's not gonna do a burnout. She might put a little heat into it just for fun. And remember, we're not trying to set any land speed records. You're gonna see the car go down the track, under throttle, full throttle, I might add, and just sort of a shakedown, see what stays together and what doesn't. So one of the deals about doing burnouts with treaded tires, you throw a lot of water up into the wheel well. She staged right now, so she's getting ready to go. All the parts still on it?
Barely. That thing was pinging all the way down.
Was it detonating a lot?
Felt like it. It's either exhaust or
I mean, it sounded like a misfire all the way down the track, not so much detonation.
That may be what it was. That was incredibly disappointing.
Are all the parts on? Does it still run?
It does.
That's a
I mean,
success, is what that is.
so to be on the positive side, it made it down the track and it made it down the return road.
Success.
It didn't feel like it had bottom end, snappiness, or top end. So we're missing all three.
Right.
So we're gonna do a little investigating, see what we can do to maybe drop that baseline. And this is going to leave us with lots in the think tank to decide where we want to go forward with this.
I just took a ton of timing out of it. So let's make another pass.
Okay.
Third generation, no plug, and we're ready to go.
I do feel better about it. We changed the ignition wire and took some timing out of it. Still falling apart. So that was just as bad as the last pass. We did some changes, but nothing critical. Pretty sure we're gonna take that distributor out and throw it in the trash. Then actually put a little more love into that motor. Bring that thing to life. It sounds like it has a good base, good bottom end, but you know, it's just not hanging out. Is that a wrap?
That's a wrap for this episode, but it is not a wrap for this car because it has a long life ahead of it.
It does, and it is lease money.
It is.
So-
We don't have the shop, but we got the car. I mean, that's a pretty fair trade.
Yeah, they spent the same amount of money.
Yeah, true. So we want it to be a really good street car, a really good race car. We have it kind of there on the street.
Do we though?
No, probably
Okay,
not.
all right.
It did. You said it. Toes well?
So it was amazing behind a tow truck.
Yeah, so it needs a little bit of work. I feel like we've been on a roller coaster of ups and downs, but overall,
You breakdancing just now?
overall,
Okay, yeah.
I feel really good about it. I'm glad we got this car.
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's a good start, and it's one of the nicest cars we've started with, honestly.
It is actually a super nice, comfortable, fun driving car. I had a blast driving it here today. We were cruising, meeting
Yep.
people on the freeway.
We just need a little more horsepower. But are you ready to go to bed? It is late.
Don't we have a few people we need to thank?
Yes, we do.
For example,
We need to thank Holly because, of course, they're always a big help. They sent us a
Right.
carburetor for the car.
right? We need to thank Dennis over at
Vehicle Effects
Vehicle Effects because he just happened to have a transmission laying around
gave us a loaner turbo
again
400.
because he's done that before.
It
Yeah,
has a loaner turbo 400 that we were able to borrow.
right.
And with that said, we need to go ahead and thank Gearstar because they are currently building our really rad and awesome transmission that's going to be in the final product
That
once
is
it's done.
a preemptive thank you to Gearstar.
Oh, it's necessary.
Yeah. How long have we been working together now?
We're going on 3 years together.
Do you have social media?
Oh my goodness, I didn't know you'd ask. Yes, I do. It's Alex Taylor Racing. What about you?
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I am Mobile Tech Lucky on everything.
Oh, and we are Hot Rod Garage Show if you want to see more.